Following through, I scribbled what made my own heart grin, then flung it to the tide. No velvet pitch, no polished pitch, just poetry and pride. I wandered where creators made their little corners glow, left kindness at the doorway first, then watched the friendships grow. I commented, liked, and lingered where their living stories flew, then shamelessly shared my own and whispered, maybe follow too. I posted through the tumble jumble, through the algorithmic squeeze, while fickle feeds played hide and seek with neither rhyme nor ease. I learned that going viral is a curious little flame. Sometimes you tend the tinder long before they know your name. So I kept striking syllables, let sparks of nonsense fly, and gave my words a little wink whenever they went by. A poem needs a reader, but a reader needs a reason, so give them something worth returning to, not something made for one quick season. I stumbled, rhymed, revised, survived each awkward little flare, then showed up with another verse and tossed it in the air. No secret sauce, no magic hack, no follower fountain flowing, just muddy shoes, a stubborn muse, and somewhere worth going. I learned that consistency is less glamorous than it sounds. It wears a pair of work boots and keeps making little rounds. And somewhere between a like and share, through every midnight scroll, 1,000 tiny hellos began to make the journey whole. Nearly 5,000 followed, one patient soul at a time, and somehow all those little steps began to feel sublime. So if you're building something too, don't let the numbers bite. A quiet post can still conceal a surprisingly loud light. The algorithm may pass you by, then suddenly say hello. But purpose holds the compass while the numbers ebb and flow. Keep putting yourself out there when the digital room feels bare. Because sometimes being noticed starts with simply daring to share. And when your little audience grows, remember why you climbed. You need not win 1,000 hearts when one says, "Glad I found your rhyme." For followers are wonderful, but people are the prize. A stranger finding something useful in your words is the real surprise. So post it, toast it, boast it lightly, then let tomorrow start. Consistency may build the crowd, but sincerity wins the heart. I'm grateful for the ones who stayed through every tangled rhyme. You gave my little poems legs and lent them borrowed time. You watched the awkward seedlings grow, then cheered the garden through, and every little like became a little, "I believe in you." So here's to every shameless share, each comment, click, and try. You never know which tiny spark will teach another heart to fly. The lesson isn't chase the crowd. Give the crowd a reason, keep showing up with something real through every trend and season. Because fame may flare, and followers may ebb and flow. But those who love the work will stay. And that is all I need to know. So follow through when follows fail, and let your true work show. For sometimes the longest road is where the deepest roots grow. And if tomorrow brings one more reader wandering through, I'll count that little follow as a friendship saying, "I found you." A message from the author. To everyone who has followed, read, liked, commented, shared, or simply stopped for a moment to spend time with one of my poems, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Nearly 5,000 followers in a little over a year may be just a number on a screen. But to me, every number represents a person who chose to stay, listen, laugh, think, or perhaps feel something through my words. I never started writing because I knew how to grow an audience. I simply wrote what I loved, shared it shamelessly, supported other creators, and kept showing up. That is what following through is really about. The poem uses TikTok language like follow, like, share, scroll, and going viral. But underneath all of that is a bigger message about life. You cannot always control who notices you, how quickly your work grows, or whether the algorithm decides to give you a little sunshine. What you can control is whether you keep creating, keep improving, keep encouraging others, and keep putting your heart out there. The title itself carries the heart of the poem. Following through means both gaining followers and having the courage to follow through on your own path when nobody is watching. And perhaps the most important lesson is that the goal was never really to collect followers. It was to find people. So when the poem says, "You need not win 1,000 hearts," when one says, "Glad I found your rhyme," that is genuinely how I feel. One person connecting with something I wrote can make the whole journey worthwhile. Thank you for being part of that journey. Thank you for sticking with me through the awkward rhymes, strange ideas, whimsical stories, revisions, experiments, and occasional poetic nonsense. You gave my little poems legs. And somehow, those little poems kept walking until they found you. I am truly grateful